Hi, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Jeff, and welcome to WineGeekTV, a weekly web show dedicated to helping the average Joe and Jane learn and appreciate wine just a bit more each and every episode from super sommelier Jeff Keychek. What's our motto?
If you learn one geeky wine tip per episode, Jeff, we've done our job. Today's topic is Argentina. And what kind of made me come up with this idea is that, well, A, Argentina wines are very popular, but B, sometimes I feel like there's a bit of a disconnect between me, the wine retailer, and the general public. I deal with these wines every single day, and I just automatically assume somehow that people also know what these grapes are. And there's a grape here called Torrontés and a grape called Bonarda that I think are really good grapes, make really good wine, and very often I'll try to introduce them to somebody and they don't have any idea what I'm talking about. They don't know if it's a producer or a grape or what they taste like, and I'm always a little bit surprised. I don't know why, but I am. So I was thinking about this, and I realized they were both from Argentina, and the other signature grape of Argentina is Malbec, which is a grape everybody knows about. We did a whole show just on Malbec. So you've got these two kind of dichotomies, if you will. You get the one signature grape being Malbec, and then the two grapes that could be signature grapes.
Relatively unknown, right?
Right, relatively unknown. We're starting it. Here's the Criollos Torrontés 2009 from Salta. Salta is kind of north of Mendoza in Argentina. Argentina is just on the other side of the Andes Mountains from Chile. So you've got the long kind of conical thing, and then you've got Chile on one side, the Andes Mountains, and then right on the other side of the Andes Mountains is Argentina.
Just so you know, I put up a map there.
Oh, good. That's helpful.
Okay.
So Mendoza is right there, and then just north of Mendoza is Salta, which really specializes in Torrontés. Thank you for pouring. I suppose I could have been pouring while I chatted. But.
Yep.
So the interesting thing about Torrontés is it is kind of the signature white grape of Argentina. It has a gorgeous nose. This is actually a really nice Thanksgiving wine. It has a little bit of weight to it, generally. The Criollos, which means offspring, hence the hands. Female winemaker, Susana Balboa, or Susana Balbo.
Balbo?
Balbo, as in elbow.
I thought you said Balboa.
I did the first one. But you definitely get this almost a Gewürztraminer type nose off of it, right? And it's
Smell the lychee. Smell the lychee.
Well, sure, absolutely. But you have that kind of that little pink soap or that Gewürztraminer scent, that lychee note, almost an oiliness to it. Your impressions?
It's a bit tart.
It is a bit tart. Did you just brush your teeth about an hour ago?
No, I didn't. Yeah, I did.
But that's probably it. Might be part of it. But
obviously you didn't. But nice big kind of lemony fruit. Yeah, I got the lemon.
It's more like a lemon skin. It's kind of that lemon rind fruit.
I like the nose. It's soft and it's bright.
Nice acidity. Really good seafood wine. Nice with Thanksgiving dinner. It's gonna have there's lots of qualities. So Torrontés.
Not bad.
All right?
Yeah.
Fun grape. Okay. Moving on. Now here we get to Malbec. This is the Criollos Malbec 2008. So we all know Malbec, right? I mean, it's been around for a while now. It's indigenous to southern France, the Bordeaux region. Most of the grapes from that are now in Argentina kind of came from the Bordeaux region in about the mid-1850s.
So what do you know about the specific Malbec? Anything?
It's one of my favorites. It's fuller bodied, lots of oak on it. Not exactly the purest expression of Malbec, but
okay.
And you definitely get that, oh my goodness, that big kind of blueberry plum.
Yep.
That's nice. It's gorgeous nose. A little bit of vanilla in there.
Good nose.
It's very purpley in the glass, and you can see that it's got this nice kind of deep purple tinge to it. This runs for about what, $15.
Oh, that's got some tannin to it.
Yeah, that's spectacular.
You can basically stick a large animal on my teeth right now that would just hang there.
Sure.
I don't know why I picked an animal.
A
A lot of tack.
Yeah, it's got some tack to it.
So
Absolutely.
if this was left to breathe a little bit, would it
Soften up a little
soften
bit?
up?
Of course it would. But here you go. Here's a nice beef wine. Here's the other thing you got to remember about Argentina. Their diet consists of a lot of beef, and so their wines express that. They make their wines for what they eat. All right. So this is a good beef wine.
Okay.
All right.
So far,
Nice long finish.
yeah. So far, the toothpaste is killing my experience, but
I like that. All right. So here we go. 2007. Sir de los Andes, or just call it Sir, the Sir Bonarda, 2007. Now, Bonarda apparently is what the Argentinians drink more of than they do Malbec. They send us the Malbec, and they drink the Bonarda.
they keep the good stuff for
The
themselves.
Bonarda, as they say.
Okay.
All right? Now, Bonarda is a little bit of confusing grape as to where it came from. There's a bunch of it, or not a bunch of it, but there's a lot of it in northern Italy, and some believe it's the same grape that's in Argentina, brought over by immigrants. But DNA testings are a little confusing on this particular grape, though it doesn't quite match up with all of the Italian versions. It could be the same thing as Charbono in California. It's kind of a weird little grape.
I didn't know they did DNA testing on grapes.
Yeah, ampelographers.
Ampelographers?
Ampelographers. Try to figure out the DNA history of wines. Grapes.
Okay.
All right.
Different nose.
Thank you. And this is going to have a little bit more of a chocolatiness to it. A little bit rounder, a little bit softer than Malbec. Generally.
Again, the tannin on these things are unbelievable. My tongue is sticking to the teeth.
So Bonarda doesn't. So that has more acidity than tannin. That's a little softer, but the acidity pops it up a little bit. Yeah, a little darker flavors for sure than the Malbec. The Malbec was a little bit more in the blueberry plum kind of range. This is a little bit earthier, darker flavors, but the acidity pumps it up a little bit, so it doesn't come across as being too dense. Does that make sense?
Yep.
All right, cool.
So geeky wine tip for the day, don't brush your teeth before drinking wine.
Actually, a really good tip. At least an hour before you taste wine, don't brush your teeth. And don't chew gum, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
It drives me crazy when people come in for tastings and they got gum in their mouth. And you say, oh, you want to taste some wine? Oh, sure. And you go,
Watch,
really?
what was the name of the movie?
Sideways.
Sideways.
Are you chewing gum?
Are you chewing gum? No. Spit it out.
All right.
All right, well, that was pretty good. I didn't know Bonarda. I think you mentioned Bonarda to me. What was the first one again?
Bonarda.
The Tarantas. I don't think you've ever shown me that one, so that was a good experience.
Good. I'm glad you
I
enjoyed
think
it.
my favorite one was the Malbec.
Well, there you go. Maybe that's why it's one of the most popular, fastest growing grapes in the world today.
All right. Thanks to Wine Thief for letting us shoot in their store, Wine Thief at www.winethief.net, and in sunny St. Paul, Minnesota at St. Clair and Fairview. And also,
Very special thanks to Zips Liquors in historic Minneapolis. They supply all the wines. www.zipsliquors.com, 94 Riverside.
all right. Thanks again, Mr.
Yeah,
Sommelier.
thanks, bud. Have a nice day.
Yep. Vikings game in what? An hour?
And yeah, now I think.
All right. All right. Take care. Episode 46.
Well, no, it's almost 50. What do you do for 50?
I'm trying to get that website up, but I don't know.
All right. Here's that.
This is the Aquafina 2010.
Non-vintage.
Yeah, non-vintage.
Right.